Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to start doing our de-winterization. We're going to show you how we get started here. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, tribe, here we go. Very first thing I do is come to the battery box. So when we open the box up, I always check to make sure the lights on my battery tender are green, and they are. So that means the tender did their job over the winter. So I'm going to get these disconnected. I see I got me a little corrosion on this top post here. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I'll need to get that cleaned up. The other battery looks pretty good. So that's where we start. Next thing I'll do is put these tenders away, and then I'll get the generator started up. Now come over here and get in our wet bay. Get the batteries reconnected. See our little power light come on there, and I heard the fan running, so I know I got battery juice. Now it'll be time to start the generator. So one thing nice about the in-command system is have the app downloaded on my phone. So I just go in and open up the app. Since I just turned the batteries back on, nope, it came right up. Put in a passcode. Go to generator. I'll hit the prime. Don't know how good you guys can see that there. And then we'll hit the start button and see what happens. And there you have it. It took right off. So we'll let that run for about an hour. And while I'm letting that run, I will start hooking up my water hoses and getting ready to fill up and desanitize or sanitize the water system. Okay guys, so got the batteries done, got the generator shut off, I got the water hose connected. Next thing I'm going to do is get my power cable out. So, you know, this is a toy hauler. We haul our two Harley Davidsons in here, and I was just never going to use this fuel tank and pump to fill up our bikes with. So I decided just to take it out. I dropped that big 30-gallon fuel tank out of it and made the fuel pump area power cord storage. So we'll get this hooked up. So I'll be hooking it up to our It's not a watchdog. I can't think the name of it right now, but we've had real good luck with it. So always put that in line. I got a 30 amp hookup here in the garage. And so I get that all hooked up. And the next thing we'll do is sanitize the water system. Okay guys, next thing we're going to do is get a little funnel that will go in this hose right here. Thusly. And I got a cup of bleach. Pour it in slow. You probably don't want to have your best clothes on if you're out here when the wind's blowing either. So just take your time. Get that cup poured in there. And then what I like to do is stand up and hold that, let that bleach drain down in the hose, get it up over your head. And then I feel fairly comfortable with taking the little funnel out. Get this hooked up to our garden hose here. Okay, now we're ready to start running water. Alright, so now I'm in the water bay. Still got the winterization on. I will turn that off. And I got this hooked to tank fill. So I will leave the water heater bypassed for the time being, and get this filled up. Okay, so I got the water flowing in here. I put these quick disconnects on just about everything, and they're awesome. So highly recommend you getting something like that. They're pretty easy to install. I'll leave a link down below and show you where I got those at. So I leave the water heater bypassed until I get done sanitizing the water system, because I don't want that bleach to interact with that water heater. So we'll let this tank fill up, and then we'll move on to the next project. Okay guys, so while we're waiting on the tanks to fill, another thing I like about the In Command with the phone app is I can just pull that up on my phone, and I can take me a little break while the tanks are filling up. I've also got the vent cover off, because as you know, tank sensors aren't the most dependable, but gives me an idea when things are filling up, or if I got enough in there. But I like to fill that up and let it sanitize as a freshwater tank, and so I try to get that as full as possible. Okay guys, break time's over. Water tank is full. I've already switched over back to city water outside in the wet bay. But before I turned the water pump on, I went through the RV and I made sure all the faucets were closed. So I'm going to come back to my handy dandy in command app and go to the water, turn on the water pump. I heard the pump run and build up pressure and shut off. So now what I want to do is sit here for a minute and make sure I don't hear that pump cycling. Just for 30 seconds or so. That way I know I don't have no leaks, especially with that bleach water in there. So after about 30 seconds, I'll go ahead and shut the pump off, and then I will start sanitizing the water system. Okay, gang. With the water pump off, I'm going to come over here and open up the low drain points here. And I'll let that just gravity flow out there. And I'll close them back up. Now I actually start doing the sanitation and de-winterizing of the water system by going to the furthest point back. Okay guys, bonehead me. I didn't record any of it. So it didn't get recorded for whatever reason. So I'll just walk you through what I've done. So I come back here into the garage where the washer prep is. I attach a little hose here into a little drain bucket and just barely crack that open and till all the antifreeze is out. And then I shut it off, and then I come over to the hot water side and then I do the same thing. I just let it run real slow. I just barely crack it until all the pink comes out of it. And so then this area is finished, and we'll move into the galley next. So did the same thing here in the galley in the kitchen. I'll turn it over to cold water, turn that on until there's no more pink coming out of it, and then I'll turn it over to the hot side and do the same thing. So now the galley is done. So we moved up here to the latrine, and once again I'll do the same thing. I'll start on the cold water side in the shower. Let that run until I see no pink coming out. And I'll move to the hot. Do the same thing. That looks good. Move over to the sink here and do the same thing. That looks good. And then move over here to the toilet. Make sure to have no pink stuff coming out of that. So we've run bleach water through all the lines, and we'll let this sit for 24 hours. I'll probably leave the pump on for a few hours while I'm out here piddling around, and as long as I don't hear it cycle, we'll call that good. Okay guys, I got a little ahead of myself. I forgot one very important port here, and that's the outside shower. I'm going to do the same thing on this I'll turn these both on. You can see by now it's got very little antifreeze in it. All right, now the water system is done. Okay guys, that about wraps up the de-winterization portion of our springtime endeavors. I will let the freshwater tank stay full overnight with that bleach in it, and come out tomorrow and drain the tank, and we'll get on to the next part. The spring maintenance is going to be a little more in depth this year because I didn't get to do some of the things we normally do when we shut down for the winter because I was working on the frame crack up front, and did get that taken care of, but I still have a lot of resealing and stuff to do on that. And I didn't even get to wash the RV before we put it away for the winter, so be a deep scrubbing coming up on that. That'll probably take most of the day. So really appreciate you tuning in and watching, and if you guys have made it this far in the video, please take a time to like and subscribe, ring that bell, leave a comment, let us know how you de-winterize, and hopefully we can all learn from each other. Check us out on our Facebook page, S&S RV Adventures. We really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks again for watching, and safe travels.